Anambra Deputy Governor Ibezim urges traditional rulers to be agents of peace in their communities. Anambra government distributes life jackets to residents of Ayamelum Council area. NAFDAC warns Nigerians over India-made cough syrups. Explosion hits multiple cities in Ukraine. Before the news in details, there is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim has asked traditional rulers in the state to be agents of peace in their various communities for all-round development of the communities and the state in general. Deputy Governor Ibezim made the call during the coronation ceremony of the new traditional ruler of Amansi community in Awka North local government area, Igwe Peter Anibogo. A Government House correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, has details.
Dr. Ibezim, who described peace as paramount in any society, explained that peace attracts progress and development where it reigns and protects the society from external forces. The Deputy Governor reminded the traditional ruler of Amansi, Igwe Anibogo, that the debt he is owing the state government and the people of Amansi is to enthrone peace and unity in the community, no matter the cost, and encouraged the people to give Igwe Anibogo their unalloyed support to make his reign worthwhile.
This your youthfulness. Only working in only 12 hours, Igwe, he has 24 hours. I have 24 hours.
Earlier, Igwe Anibogo thanked God for giving him the opportunity to serve Amansi people and promised his subjects peaceful and progressive reign. From Amansi community in Awka North local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State government has distributed life jackets to residents of Ayamelum local government area displaced by flood to safeguard their lives. The Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, who presented the life jackets to the affected persons for Governor Chukwuma Soludo, also donated speedboats to the people to alleviate their sufferings. A House of Assembly correspondent, Chukwemeka Modelim, completes the story.
Right Honorable Okafor kept the items under the custody of the councillor representing Anak Ward, Mr. Samuel Genika, after he flagged off the boat he donated to the people at Anako for use. The speaker explained that the boat will serve the people free of cost and advised all boat operators in Ayamelum to always adhere to safety measures of wearing life jackets, stop overloading, and to ensure all their passengers put on life jackets before setting out on any journey. The speaker and his team chased away toll collectors at takeoff point in Anako and ensured other commercial boat operators in the area reduced the fare they collect from passengers to pass them through the flood to their various destinations. Right Honorable Okafor, who is also the member representing Ayamelum constituency, commended Governor Soludo for all the support he has been giving his constituents displaced by flood, maintained that Anambra State and federal governments are doing everything possible to ensure that lives are protected.
That's the boats that are donated to them, and those are the passengers. Prior to now, people travel on these boats without life jackets, which is very, very risky. Anything can happen while they're in the river, and that is one thing we don't want to happen. And that was why His Excellency made sure that these life jackets are being distributed to these affected areas through SEMA. And as you can see, the boat there is the boat that are donated to my people. More are coming.
In his speech, a boat operator in the area and a beneficiary of the life jacket, Mr. Emerson Ofodile, expressed gratitude to Anambra State government, saying that the gesture will go a long way in saving the lives of residents of Ayamelum.
I can alone. You can't go no be putting Yande buy free. I can look like one. Go to Lanya, Tokwano, Tonya, my blue to Naya cover. I can look. Because of life jacket to look at them, are very important. So the alone I can work.
Chukwemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The Anambra State Erosion and Watershed Climate Change Agency, ANSELCA, is seeking partnership with Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, to strengthen the fight against environmental hazards in the state. ANSELCA stated this while making a presentation before the ASATU General Assembly in Oka. A correspondent, Blessing Uchendo, has details.
Anambra State Erosion and Watershed Climate Change Agency, ANSWICA, is set up by the present administration in the state to look into erosion menace in Anambra, as well as draw public attention to the need to adopt environment-friendly practices in order to curb climate challenges facing the state. The delegation, led by the project coordinator and chief executive officer of ANSWICA, Professor Philip Phil Eze, said that they want to partner with all the presidents general in the state to help them spread the message regarding erosion and its management to all the nooks and crannies of the state, while regretting the enormous damage already caused by climate change in Nigeria, especially in the southeast geopolitical zone. Professor Philip Phil Eze called on the people to take charge of the environment and always adhere to environmental laws. He further noted that they would develop erosion and environmental bylaws to be in tandem with the state environmental laws, but domesticated at community levels. He noted that each community in Anambra State will have erosion committee in order to be in the vanguard of environmental protection, adding that ASATU will equally set up a steering committee on erosion control that will work with them directly in order to achieve Governor Chukwuma Soludo's vision of making Anambra environment cleaner, greener, and planned.
World Bank and Anambra State and other states like Nigeria, Ipochi erosion area. When I look at Anambra State, you are more than 1,000 erosion sites. Get going back. How can you do it? When I want that to wear it, that's not a thing I think. 1.3%.
Welcoming the delegation, the national president of ASATU, Barrister Titus Abudo, who commended the initiative of the agency to rise up when it matters most, said that with their plans to collaborate with the PGs, communities would be properly engaged and promised them maximum support and collaboration.
Thank the state government and also office for the time if Anambra State reclaim and Debbie purposes the issue of cooperation and partnership is 100%.
In Oka, Blessing Uchendo, ABS News.
Nigerian Medical Association NMA Anambra State Branch has offered free medical treatment to over 600 internally displaced persons who are currently camped at Unity Hall Holding Center, Umueri, Anambra East Council area. Members of the association, led by their chairman, Dr. Jane Ezono, also presented other relief materials to the flood-affected persons, which include cartons of soap, indomie, beverages, milk, bags of starchy water, and clothing, among other things. Our staff reporter, Njideka Okoye, covered the visit and now reports.
Internally displaced persons were from Nzam, Orometiti Anam, Miata Anam, Umeze Anam, Inoma, Okwala, all the communities of Orumbanasa and others in Anambra West. They were diagnosed of different illnesses and treated free of cost by the NMA. Speaking after the exercise, the NMA's chairman, Anambra State, Dr. Zon, said that the essence of their visit was to see the people, provide clinical services to them, and also gift them with welfare packages to ensure that they do not lack basic needs, especially health care, while in camp. Dr. Zon, who advised them to follow up on the medical care given to them, said that they observed new cases of hypertension and anxiety-related conditions. The NMA branch chairman commended the state government for their interventions and advocated urgent attention to find out lasting solution, as people were almost overcrowded at the center, while the secretary of the association, Dr. Frank Ifaneme, thanked the state government for providing them with basic needs and volunteer doctors for their services.
My message to them basically is for them to be consoled. We know things like this come up, and then especially for those who have some ailments, some of them we've seen them and we have referred them. So the message is that they will continue to follow up on the medical care we initiated today. So we are basically here to attend to their health needs, and we also came with a small welfare package which we have also given them to make sure that while they are here, they don't lack some basic needs, especially basic health care.
We came and we found out that people are really suffering here. Although we thank the state government for the effort they've done so far in bringing them together and feeding them and giving them basic needs like foam, mosquito nets, those ones were provided by the state government. We encourage them. It's not a permanent issue. We just, within a short time, everything will be over. We just want to encourage them to keep on believing in God, knowing that the state government and even the citizens of Anambra State are looking out for their welfare, and we contribute their own quota to make sure that they are comfortable as much as possible.
Receiving the items, the welfare officer in charge of the holding center, Mrs. Maureen Nwakasi, who noted that they have over 600 internally displaced persons at the holding center, thanked the Nigerian Medical Association, Anambra State, for providing them with health services, including drugs and other materials, and appreciated the state government for caring for them and visiting them always.
Ọ dị mma maka na ọ dịrị izi na ihe agbapụtala na emergency ka esi wee gbapụta ya. Gọọmenti na try, gọvanọ abịago ebe a, deputy gọvanọ abịago, even ndị na represent anyị bụ the constituency anyị bụ East and West, Honorable Chiedo Obidigo, ọ bịago ebe a bịa netesi efa ụdị a ka many people si abịa na nligodo ha nwere nsogbu, and ndị nọ n'ebe a dị from 600 to 700 persons.
In their separate species, some of the affected persons, Messrs. John Ifatu, Obiora Akpe, Anthony Ilegbune, Mrs. Adoba Aniweta, and Nwodu Obidigwe, who narrated their ordeals, regretted that their children could no longer go to school, their means of livelihood and houses underwater, and called on the government to come to their aid for them to start life afresh. Handing over of the relief materials to the IDPs formed the high point of the visit. From Unity Hall, Umueri, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
And on the national scene, the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control has warned importers, distributors, retailers and consumers to avoid the importation, distribution, sale and use of substandard cough syrups made in India. NAFDAC regulates and controls the manufacture, importation, exportation, distribution, advertisement, sale and use of food, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, packaged water, chemicals and detergents. The World Health Organization had on October 5 issued a global alert over 4 India-made cough syrups linked to the death of 66 children in the Gambia. The 4 products are promethazine oral solution, Cofexmalin baby cough syrup, Markov baby cough syrup, and Maghreb N cold syrup. The global health body alerted that the stated manufacturer of these products in Maidan Pharmaceuticals, Nigeria, Haryana, India. To date, the stated manufacturer has not provided guarantees to the WHO on the safety and quality of these products. Explosions have rocked multiple cities across Ukraine, including missile attacks on the capital Kyiv for the first time in months. This came hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin called a Saturday explosion on the bridge connecting Russia to Crimea, the territory it annexed in 2014, a terrorist act. Masterminded by Ukrainian special services, at least 8 people were killed and 24 were injured in just one of the Kyiv attacks, according to preliminary information, said Rostilva Simnov, an advisor to the Ukrainian Ministry of Internal Affairs. The blast followed months of relative calm in the Ukrainian capital. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko reported explosions in the city's Shevchenko district, a large central area which is home to the historic old town, as well as several government offices. Recent fighting has focused on the regions just north of Crimea, including Zaporizhia, where 6 missiles were launched overnight Saturday from Russian-occupied areas. On sports news, the Kickboxing Federation of Nigeria, NBFN, has started programs aimed at developing the sports in the country. The board said it would do everything possible to make kickboxing more attractive to Nigerian youths, adding that one of the ways of growing the sport is by training more coaches and organizing more events at the grassroots level. According to KBFN President Okon Wilson Godwin, who was recently elected into the Executive Committee of the African Kickboxing Confederation, AFKC, the board had vivid discussions on various issues affecting the federation, including the appointment of a technical director. Godwin disclosed that the federation would soon hold 2 more championships before the end of the year, adding that the previous 4 championships held back-to-back after the inauguration of the new board this year has encouraged the board to want to do more. And with that sports story, we come to the end of the news. But remember, you can join ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. You can follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Deputy Governor Ibezim has urged traditional rulers to be agents of peace in their communities. Anambra government has distributed life jackets to residents of Ayamelum Council area. NAFDAC has warned Nigeria over India-made cough syrups. And from the foreign scene, explosions has hit multiple cities in Ukraine. And the special message, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Good morning and have a great day.